It's showtime.
Get over here!
Hello everyone, welcome to another movie review. I just saw Mortal Kombat 2. This was an early access screening. The movie does not come out until Friday/Thursday night, whatever, so this is a few days in advance. I'm not even sure if people are allowed to review this movie or not. I don't really know when it comes to embargo rules and whatnot. I won't be discussing any spoilers anyways, but you know, it is what it is. I saw the movie, so I'm going to talk about it. Earlier today I did a review for Devil Wears Prada 2, so if you're interested you could check out that review as well. I doubt it because most people who are watching this review probably have no interest in that kind of movie. So, yeah guys, you're probably not going to like this video if you're a fan of Mortal Kombat. Because, number one, I'm not a Mortal Kombat fan, alright? Now, don't hate me, I don't think I've ever played a Mortal Kombat game before. I've never owned it before. I might have played it at summer camp or something. I do remember playing Tekken on like an arcade machine at the Boys and Girls Club I used to go to after school in elementary school. And I liked that game. But I was never super into fighting games. So I don't think I've ever played Street Fighter either or Mortal Kombat. So go ahead and hit the dislike button because I'm not a Mortal Kombat fan, all right? I've never seen the old movies. I didn't see the first movie, the one before this one. I haven't seen it until yesterday. I just watched it in preparation for this one. So I just want to get that out the way. I am not a Mortal Kombat fan, and my review for this movie is probably not going to be what you like. It's not going to be a totally negative review, but it's, you know, it's not a great review either. So yeah, just brace yourself for that. So yes, I don't want to disappoint anybody. You're probably going to really enjoy this movie. The audience I saw this with was like really into it. Like, I can't really describe how into it they were. You would think this was straight up Mortal Kombat fans only and not like regular moviegoers, you know what I mean? Because I feel like the entire crowd was like cheering and yelling and, you know, just shouting when cool stuff happened, you know? A lot of applause moments, a lot of laughs. Yeah, it was definitely cool to see with the crowd, I'll say that. I don't know how it was with the first movie, like I said, because I did not see that in theaters. Maybe it was a similar thing. Now, the first movie to me was just mindless entertainment, which I feel like this movie as well is just mindless entertainment. Sorry, I'm in a parking garage, by the way. If you hear any noise in the background, people are being obnoxiously loud with their cars. Their engines are loud, oh my God. Jesus, I can still hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. My God, it's still going. It was like a Mustang that just drove by. Yeah, I'm not at my typical theater, obviously. I'm in a fucking garage right now. Sorry, I'm tired. I've been awake all day. This review is going to be unhinged. So, mindless entertainment. Now, this movie is better than the first one, I feel. Mainly because we have Karl Urban as Johnny Cage. Now, like I mentioned, I'm not a Mortal Kombat fan, but I already knew some of the characters just because of pop culture. So I feel like everybody knows who Scorpion is, who Sub-Zero is, Johnny Cage, Sonya Blade, Baraka, I think's his name. He's in this one. I knew all of those characters already. And I was familiar with some of the other ones. I just didn't know their names. So watching the first one, for me, I did not like it, really. I would give the first one like a D+. And that's only because the gore was good, the fighting was good, the effects were okay for the most part. But other than that, the movie is just total turn your brain off, just mindless entertainment. Yeah, this one's the same. But I'm going to give this movie actually a C-. I'm going to give it a notch above just because this one was actually like much more entertaining than the first one, in my opinion. And again, Karl Urban as Johnny Cage is what saves it for me. His performance in this is great. He's like perfect as the character. Also, the other character I really like is Kano, who I wasn't familiar with before. He was good in the first movie, my favorite character in that one. He's in this one again, and he's great as well. There's scenes where him and Johnny are together, and that's great. So yeah, I love that pairing. The plot of this movie as well I prefer, because this one is more of a tournament, whereas in the first movie I feel like it was just mindless fighting. This one, again, is just mindless fighting, but at least it's structured. Like, it makes sense. So, basic plot, you have the Earth Realm warriors. They recruit Johnny Cage because they're short a warrior or whatever, and they recruit him because he used to be an old action star back in the 90s. And it's funny because they show, a clip from one of his old movies, and it's hilarious. Cheesy and over the top on purpose. So they did a great job with that, like I said. They recruit him, they go against the bad guys, the other realm, and they just fight it out. And there's this special amulet thing that gives powers they're trying to get. And yeah, guys, it's just total fucking mindless garbage. No, I didn't want to say garbage. I almost said garbage. Not quite garbage, but to some people it would be garbage. Just total mindless schlock. I'm sorry. Yeah. Not to say this movie doesn't have its positives, like I said. I feel like the fighting was better in this one. The gore was better in this one. The entertainment value overall was better in this one. The comedy was better, of course. And I was more interested in, the newer characters in this one. They have another new girl, Katana. She's sort of like the main character, really, in this one. She goes through an arc. The movie starts with her and ends with her. And she was cool. I don't really know the actress, but she did a good job. The main villain is her stepfather, essentially, and he's like the head bad guy of the other realm. And he was okay. He was somewhat intimidating, I guess. I forget his name, but yeah, I don't... Like I said, I'm not great with the character names here. Again, I'm not spoiling anything because it's in the trailers. Scorpion, Sub-Zero, a lot of the people from the first movie come back. And this is sort of a problem I have with this franchise. There's no stakes, okay? Because characters can die and just come back. So, like, I can't get invested because what's the point? They're just going to eventually come back. And I know they already greenlit a third movie. So, if there's any deaths in this one that you see, I'm not going to say anything. It's like they're not going to hold any weight for me because they could just easily return. Now, I don't know how the lore works. Maybe there's certain ways that they die they can't come back from. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I just can't get invested when there's no stakes. Now, I understand this is a video game where you can respawn, and it's a fighting game. This is really the only way you can adapt Mortal Kombat into a movie, is just like this. So I totally get it. But for me personally, I'm not invested. I'm sorry. Were there badass moments in this? Were there great fighting moments in this? Absolutely. And I did enjoy it. I did have a good time. But I just can't get into it. I'm sorry. I just felt so out of place in this theater because everyone was so into the movie and I wasn't. So, yeah, just, again, I'm giving it a C-, and that's being generous. It's probably really like a D+, but C- for me, and that's being generous. So, this was directed by the same guy who did the last one, and I believe these are the only 2 movies he's ever made. I don't know if he's ever done other stuff like commercials or TV shows. I don't know, but these are the only 2 movies he's ever made. So yeah, I don't know as far as the writing team, if it's the same writers or anything. And special effects wise, again, for the most part good, but you can just tell everything is fake. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, again, this kind of movie is not for me. I'm sorry. If you can't tell already. I'm trying to think of what else to talk about. Oh, and I got to mention this too. So the trailer for this movie was playing all the time. So like the last couple months, I've been going to the movies every week, and I feel like almost every single time I've been going to the movies, I've seen the trailer for this movie. So certain scenes, like, I could tell what was going to happen because I'm like, oh yeah, this is that scene from the trailer. This is that scene from the trailer. So there were certain moments the audience was like, oh yeah, woo, but like I saw it coming from a mile away because I saw the trailer like fucking 20 times. So yeah, I don't know. But again, this is not trying to be like a totally negative bash this movie. This is just my personal thing of I don't like this kind of movie really. But it is a good time. Go see it with friends. If you're a fan of Mortal Kombat, you're probably going to love this movie. I feel like most people hate the older ones, and I guess somewhat like the previous one. This one's an improvement, I feel, over the last one. So definitely give it a chance. At the very least, Carl Urban as Johnny Cage redeems the whole thing for me, you know? There is no post-credit scene. There is no mid-credit scene. So once the movie's over, you can leave, just letting you know. But yeah, guys, this was a total turn-your-brain-off, mindless entertainment fest. Just putting it simply. But C- for me, which is a 5 out of 10, is being more than generous. That's my final score. So when you see the movie, let me know in the comments how you felt about it. Did you prefer this one or the first one? And what am I missing? Just let me know. Maybe there's something I should, you know, be more attached to with this. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. Mainly because, like, I knew I was going to see this and I was getting somewhat excited for it. But then yesterday I watched the first movie and I was like, oh, okay. I hope the second one's not like this. And yeah, it pretty much is more of the same, but just slightly improved. So yeah, I guess I kind of overhyped it a little bit because I saw the trailer a million times. So yeah, but anyways, thank you guys for watching and have a good one. I need to go to sleep, and happy Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. Bye-bye.